everybody that ain't a Sooner is holding their breath, waiting for Oklahoma to collapse, right, to fall on our face. And, man, there were some people, they was ready to celebrate. They was ready to celebrate. But they don't know. They don't know the heart of this football team.
What's good, Sooner Nation? So the rumors that's been floating around has just been confirmed, right? And I'm not going to bury the lead on this one. I'm not going to make y'all stick around, but I would like y'all to show you boys some love and whatnot. But on the real talk, it looks like Oklahoma's going to be adding to their wide receiver room from the defensive back room. Now, we all know that when the recruitment went down and National Signing Day finished, Jay Valai made some jokes that there was a fight between him and this guy, Emmett Jones, for one Jacoby Johnson. And, Jay Valai kind of made a couple jokes. Yeah, we'll let him rent him out, but we going to have him over here with us. And so in the end, he decided he wanted to play corner. Well, Oklahoma is decimated at wide receiver, the one position that I told y'all would be the most important piece in the success of the offense. We're down 4 with potentially a 5th, right? And a lot of just nagging injuries on that side of the ball. So you lost. Nick Anderson tried to make a return, couldn't play. Andrew Anthony is still on that knee. I don't know if he trusts it yet. Jalil Farouk and Jaden Gibson are both done for the most part. Gibson done for the year. Farouk's supposed to be back in, we'll say 6 weeks, but I don't trust it. I'm going to say he's probably done as well. So 4 of your top wide receivers are out. Deion Burks got a little banged up in the last game because he's the focal point now. And then you have nothing but young players behind. So from there, it sounds like Oklahoma decided, you know what? Let's try out and see if we can get Jacoby Johnson to come to the other side of the ball because the kid was electric. I'm going to show y'all some film. And we're going to talk about it. Before we do that, welcome to Unfair Sports. I'm your host, Jay. Thank y'all pull up to the channel. As y'all can see, I'm traveling. I told y'all I'll be traveling all week, but I'm still going to have these videos popping out for you. Luckily, my conference is going to give me some time to do that. And so thank y'all for pulling up. Hit the like, subscribe button, as well as hop in the comments. Let me know what you think about Jacoby Johnson going to wide receiver. Now, let's turn on this film, and I'm explaining to you why I like the idea. Now, this film is from his junior year, but Jacoby was an electric wide receiver at high school at Mustang High, right? I mean, he comes in 6'2", 200 and something pounds, and he's legitimately at that size. I think he may be a little bit taller, but we won't go with that. He's legitimately an athlete, and he's one that can ball. And so for Oklahoma, the most important thing is they need someone that can go out there and make the tough catches. They're going to need somebody that can do really good in spacing and someone that's been there for a bit, right? Like I said, we've got 4 true freshmen that are basically, working in some time, right? And 2 of them didn't even come in the spring. They didn't come to the summer. So, I mean, Kearney is trying. He's still trying to understand, not only the playbook, but also just spacing as a wide receiver, right? Making it easier to run your routes to where either you're going to be open based upon the defensive coverage or you're going to be a decoy dragging people your direction. There's a lot to it, but you can see here Jacoby can play. He's very athletic, got some mad hops. He played basketball. And he was doing really good at corner, right? He was building himself up as a solid corner, especially a young guy. He had a really good fall camp. He's played in some games, so you've seen him rotate in. For him, unfortunately, Kanai's been really good, and so has Des Malone. But he did bring an additional aspect, especially because he's fast, right? And, not having Gentry Williams, he was going to see some field time just to leverage that speed. So I don't know what that's going to look like, but I'll tell you this. Jacoby was making a name for himself, but the man can catch. And so for Oklahoma, what this means is it's been talked about a lot. I know Parker Thune and Brandon Drum over at OU Insiders really been talking about it. You've seen their social media post about it. And the real big thing for them is we need an additional person that can be a playmaker today, right? Jacoby was here last year, so he has an understanding of both sides being a DB. Can he go out there and make an impact, especially now that there's a very good chance that Michael Hawkins is the quarterback going forward? I'm only saying very good chance because nothing officially has been announced, but I'm telling you, Jacoby can ball. And so if we get Jacoby out there, that may be the thing that changes the game for the Sooners going forward. We kind of need it, right? I know it just sucks that we've dealt with nothing but injuries all around. I got a video coming out tomorrow to talk about that. So keep your eyes open on that aspect, because the one big problem for the Sooners is, man, we've had so many variations on the offensive line, so many variations at wide receiver, just because nobody's healthy. And in our quarterback situation, just got to the point where nobody's making a decision. Now we got to see if Michael Hawkins can be that dude. He looked decisive at the end of Tennessee, and I think adding in Jacoby Johnson, an athletic wide receiver who's going to be physical. I can't think of who said this not too long ago. Actually, no, I can't think who it was for the life of me, but actually, it was Gabe and Teddy. My apologies. It was Gabe Teddy of Oklahoma Breakdown, and that was the one thing. I think it was Gabe that said it. Is that what Jalil Farouk brought you was a guy that was going to be physical no matter what, right? Deion Burks gives you physicality as well. He's going to make a way and make a way open. The younger guys aren't doing that yet. So we need them to step up. But at the same time, they're freshmen. We don't expect all true freshmen to be like everybody else. There's a reason why CeeDee Lambs are CeeDee Lamb type players, right? In comparison to others. Not everybody can do that. They can build themselves to it, but not everybody's going to walk in there and command everything day one. You want a bunch of those, right? You want like the Ryan Williams that you see over there at Alabama, right? You want a Jeremiah Smith that you see at Ohio State. There's not a lot of those. They're very hard to find, and it takes a lot to get those type of players. But we've got dudes that'll be ready to work in the system. We just got to get them to go take over, right? You saw Nick Anderson become that dude last season, right? He commanded the ball. Jaden Gibson grew up quickly, right, under Emmett Jones's tutelage. And so now we've got these young guys that after a year, we expect them to grow up and become that next too. So the good thing is Jacoby Johnson going out there. I think that's going to be a really good thing for Oklahoma moving forward. Gives us a wide receiver that's pretty experienced. I think it's going to make a major difference. So let me know what y'all think. Hop in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Love to hear from you all. Think Emmett Jones is making a good choice with this? I do. I think that it makes sense now. The only fear, and I talked to a buddy about this, he's probably watching this video, we're talking about it, and our concern really is rust, right? He hasn't played wide receiver since high school. How rusty is he, and how quickly will he grasp the spot and where he needs to be? Hopefully, it's quickly, but we'll see. Made this part like the content, hit the like button. New to the channel, subscribe. Would love for y'all to join this family. Sooner fans talking OU football, SEC, and college football in general. Having a blast doing it. All right, I'm out. I will have another video tomorrow. We'll talk polls like we do every week. I know. Talk polls and the opening line against Auburn and my thoughts on that. And then I'm going to be talking about all the injuries that we're dealing with. So keep your eyes open for that. Make sure you hit that subscribe and bell notification so you don't miss that video. All right. We'll talk soon. Peace.